To make the bed or not, it's a new year, and whether we feel content with where our lives are right now or we wish things were different in some ways, we can always make the decision to be thankful for something.
And Ashley Ray is here today to talk a little about the ongoing debate of whether or not it's necessary to make our beds on a daily basis. Thank you so much for coming in today. And I said in the break, I was like, are we really talking about making our beds or not?
Yes, we really are. Yeah.
This is a good, and then actually we're like, everyone has a big opinion on it too. So
yeah, it's a real debate.
It is a real debate.
Okay, so when we were younger, my little brother and I always had daily chores, one of which was to make our bed. That habit continued with me throughout life. When I met my husband, we, like many couples, had the debate of whether or not it was important or necessary to make the bed. And although I felt very strongly about it, I could not convince him that it was important. And in reality, it took a different approach to convincing him. So making the bed is less about self-discipline or being responsible, because that's how I always use, you know what, if I make my bed, I'm being responsible, right? Or I have self-discipline. And it's less about that and more about being thankful and showing gratitude for the many luxuries in our lives that we oftentimes take for granted. So when we make our bed now, we reflect and we give thanks for the warm, safe, comfortable bed that we got to sleep in, and we maybe offer up a prayer for those in the world that don't have that. And reflecting and making our bed in that way makes making the bed a little bit more enjoyable, obviously, but it also starts our day with a grateful heart, right? And so that kind of goes into the gratitude challenge that I was talking with you about before. So whether or not we are content with where our lives are right now, or we want something to be different in some way, we can always make the decision to be thankful for something, right? And so the gratitude challenge, it's all about cultivating gratitude in our daily lives, and we can do it in 3 simple steps. Number 1, when we wake up in the morning, giving thanks for 3 luxuries that we oftentimes take for granted, whether it's the bed we slept in, the hot shower we got to take, or the food we got to eat. Giving thanks for those things, and again, maybe offering up a prayer for those in the world that don't have that. Number 2, throughout our day, trying to recognize and vocalize gratitude for the people that we encounter. Every single person we encounter can serve a purpose in our lives, even the more challenging people that we encounter. And it's important to give thanks for the people in our lives. And then the last one is at the end of the day, before we go to bed, reflect back on the day and try to give thanks for one challenge in particular that you experienced. And this one seems weird because oftentimes we give thanks when things are going well in our lives, right? When things are good, but we forget to give thanks for the things that are challenging, for the trials. And in reality, it's those trials that are providing opportunities for growth and development in our lives. So in those 3 steps, that's the gratitude challenge. And I always say, give it a week. During that week, keep your mind and your hearts open to the possibilities that can unfold. And during that week, if you notice a difference, if you're feeling different, give it 2 weeks and then 3, because a habit takes 21 days to form. And so I just, going into the new year in 2019, I can't think of a better habit to create than the habit of Thanksgiving and just being very thankful and having gratitude for all of those things in our lives that we don't often take the time to stop and be thankful for.
What I like is too that you point out we're busy and to take the moment, but you're almost multitasking in what you're challenging people to do. You don't have to set aside this extra time. Be thankful while you're making your bed.
Exactly.
It's not asking people to take time away from anything else.
You can turn simple chores into something a little bit more fun almost.
So it's all about your mindset, really, is what it is. And like you said, during the process, right, I'm making my bed and I'm being thankful for something while I'm doing it. I'm not taking another 5 minutes to do something. And it's just totally changing the way my mind thinks for the day that's ahead. And then again, during the day, giving thanks for people. And at the end of the day, giving thanks for, it's the constantly training our minds to be thankful for the things around us, instead of always complaining or, thinking, woe is me, or life could be better, or whatever. There's always something to be thankful for in our lives. So
even the challenges.
Even the challenges.
Which I feel like you're talking directly to me. I got to quit complaining about it.
We all do it, though. We all do it.
The challenging people are making us stronger.
Yes.
How can people follow you or get more information on your challenges?
Absolutely. They can go to my website, itsherbrandcoaching.com. I'm also on Facebook and social media at It's Her Brand Coaching. So
I love it.
Thank you.
Make it, seem doable.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. It has to be doable, because we make resolutions, right, that oftentimes don't last because they are unobtainable and unrealistic. But this is something that is just, like you said, it's totally doable.
So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Coming up, we have royalty in the studio. We're going to be talking to Miss Eastern North